Razabani for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. I'm delighted to have with me after a very, 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 very long time, former WBC champion of the world, Charlie Edwards. Charlie, how are we?
It feels good to be back. It does. Thank you for getting me back on the channel. I feel great. The fight has come and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting back in the ring and shining. I've had a lot going on in my life with COVID and obviously with my private life, moving to Portugal and leaving my old coach Grant Smith, and then taking a bit of time out of boxing, whether I was going to do it or not. I was umming and ahhing. That's why we moved my family to Portugal, and it's been kind of like a whirlwind, but you know what boxing's like. It's like a drug, it just pulls you back in. And I was out in Portugal with my wife and my baby, settled in our new gaff out there, and I was just sitting on the balcony, just like quite depressed, if I'm honest with you. Like I know what I'm capable of, I know the talent and ambition and everything I've got inside of me, and I was sitting there and I was like, maybe this ain't the time. Like, I'm only young, like, I'm still 28, I'm coming into the peak years of my career. And I sat there one day and my missus said to me, she was like, "You're right, Charles, what's up?" I was like, "Babe, do you know what?" I was like, I feel like I'm sitting there looking at this beautiful sunset, wasting my potential. I said, I don't know what fucking wrong with me. I can't stop thinking about boxing. I'm always kind of a person who trains for my own mental health anyway, so I was always keeping fit, and I'm looking at people fighting on telly again, and in these fights, that fight, my brother winning the world title, and going on and that, and I'm thinking, what am I doing sitting here? Like, I'm not done yet. Well, I was laughing at myself. My missus went, "You know what, I'm fucking glad you've said it, because I've been thinking it the whole time since we come here, and you was questioning whether you wanted to do it or not." But you know what? I think the time out done me the world of good. Like, I've reset physically, mentally, emotionally. I've took time for myself. I've never took a break from boxing properly for my whole career, and I'm 17 years deep from an amateur, you know what I mean? Being on the GB squad, winning every title along the way to becoming world title, and then with all the controversy and all the mad shit that happened with me, fucking my body up, my hormone levels and everything, making that stupid lightweight, it fucked me up mentally as well, and I needed that time to reset and get back to the old Charlie, get back to the positive Charlie, get back vibrant again and happy, and moving to Portugal in the nice weather and stuff like that, and having some time with myself, getting married, doing all my private life, having my baby daughter Sophia brought into the world. It was a very whirlwind experience of emotions and everything. So I think that was the best thing for me at that time, and now I'm back. Joe reached out to me when I was out in Portugal. We've always stayed in touch and always been friendly, and I kind of let him know where I was at with it in my head and that, and he kind of like, he was out in Portugal on a little holiday. He said, "Listen, come meet me for a coffee, we'll have a proper chat and we'll go through everything and we'll have a catch up." I went there, I just poured my heart out and laid my cards out on the table, how I felt, everything like that. And Joe put his arm around me and said, "Listen, we'll do a bit of training this week, get you back into thing, and then we'll just see." And he relit my fire, if you like. I've always looked at Joe and looked up to him and his team and what he's done in the sport of boxing and all the champions that have come through his gym. And it was always one of them things that sat in the back of my mind, like, oh, I should go and try him out. And before I went and left for Portugal, I was thinking about, I might just go up to Joe's gym and have a little go and just try my last thing. But then with all COVID, I thought, you know what, fuck it, this is the time to up sticks, move and get our family life set up. And he put his arm around me, and after the week, he was like, "Hey, you've still got it. You're sharp as anything. Yeah, you might be a bit overweight and that, but wow, like, he goes, you're far too young to chuckle this away. You've put in all these years of hard work, sacrifice, dedication, and you're getting to the point now where you're coming into the prime years of your career. And if you let this go now, you're going to beat yourself up and kick yourself forevermore." And he talked sense into me, and it made me really reassess things. And then he was like, get back over to Bolton, come into training, see how you like the gym, see how you like your gym mates and everything, and we'll go from there. As soon as I walked through them doors, I was like, yeah, I'm here to stay. So it's been a whirlwind of experience. I've been training now for 12 weeks, come back from Portugal, rented an apartment in Salford, and just been dedicating myself there. So I've trained 12 weeks, a proper solid camp, lived, eat, sleep, train, repeat for this fight. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm more than ready to go to work on Saturday Saturday night, and I'm going to come back with a bang.
Charlie, I don't want to go into too much detail about the issues you were having outside of boxing. Obviously, a lot of them are confidential and personal. But did you make a conclusive decision to say, I'm done, I'm finished? You didn't make an official announcement, but you said to yourself, to your family, I don't want to box anymore, I'm done. Did you actually say that?
Not in them words, it didn't come out my mouth, I'm done. But I said, I'm taking a break, I'm going away from it, I don't care about it no more. I've fallen out of love with it, I said. At the time, that was a very emotional Charlie was speaking at that time, when my whole world fell around me with all the emotions of becoming world champion, becoming hero to zero overnight, doing a weight I shouldn't have held on to for so long, which put in one of my worst career performances against the legit world banger champion. Now you've seen him go on and do great things, stopping, knocking out people along the way, at a weight I should never have been. Like I had to lose 5 kilograms the night before the weigh-in. Mate, it killed me. I should never have been in there. If I didn't get that no controversial decision in that ring that night, I might have been severely damaged because I weren't fit. I should never have fought that night. But you live, you learn. It's boxing, right? And I brushed myself down, and now I've recovered mentally, physically, emotionally. All praise to my wife, who's been there like a psychiatrist for me the whole way, like helping me battle myself, battle my emotions, my feelings, everything. And I haven't had an easy life. Like I've had the hardships of my mum battling thing, and I've never really sat down and took it all in. I was always just like the next thing, world champion, and I reached that. And then when it all fell apart, I think that's where everything come to haunt me. But it's made me a stronger person. I've got through that bad stint of my life and my career where I hit rock bottom, and I'm on the way back up, and it's going to be a beautiful journey from here, and we start that on Saturday night, and I'm really looking forward to showcasing my skills, my ability, and what I'm really about, especially after this last 12 weeks of training and being partnered up with my new coach, Joe Gallagher.
Charlie, you talked about there about weight and having weight issues. What's the situation now? What weight are you going to be fighting at, and moving forward, are you going to move up a weight class?
Well, I'm fighting on Saturday night at bantamweight. I'm making the bantamweight limit very comfortably. As you can see, I haven't even stepped on the scales and had a drink yet, and I'm fine. So I'm keeping my eyes options, like my eyes open, and there's going to be options on the table. Listen, I've got my name. I'm Charlie Edwards, former WBC undefeated flyweight world champion on paper. I can make super flyweight. I will only make super flyweight for world title contests, and I can fight at bantamweight. Like where the opportunity arises. Listen, I'm a prize fighter. Where the most money comes at, where the most opportunity comes, and we'll get another world title, most definitely.
Tomorrow night, York Hall. I know it's not the biggest stadium in the world, but it's a home of UK boxing. It must be like a second coming, like a debut again for you almost. It's
my home. It's my home. I fought here 14 times throughout my career. My first fight here was when I was 14 years of age in the national championships. So coming back here, it's memory lane. Repton. I boxed for Repton for 2 years. Yeah, and my amateur career. I'm in my hometown, and I'm enjoying it. So Saturday night, I go to work and I put on a punch perfect performance, and I really look forward to it. So don't miss it.
Friday night, you mean?
Yes, Friday night. Yeah, if I turn up Saturday night, I'll be a day too late. Friday night. Yeah, I'm so used to fighting on Saturday, but it's Friday fight night, right?
Charlie, I will catch up with you again tomorrow. We'll spend some more time because I know it's time for the weigh-in. We just got the call now, so yeah, it's good to see you back. Good to see you smiling. That's the most important thing. And roll on, yeah, Friday night.
Roll on Friday night. A happy fighter is a dangerous fighter, right?
Charlie Edwards for IFL TV. Thank you very much.